This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick CILETTI here with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. New information right now on COVID-19 in our state. The Delta variant, now the dominant strain in Arizona. This is we're seeing a surge of new cases. State data showing more than 4,400 breakthrough cases. That's when you're fully vaccinated but still get COVID. In 83% of those cases, people did show symptoms. 15% were hospitalized and 34 people died. ASU's director of the Biodesign Institute says they're back to tracking COVID daily as we're entering this new surge because of three reasons: the Delta variant, less mask wearing, and potential exposure as people shift inside because of the heat.
This is not a time to participate in crowded events. I would avoid crowds right now. And if you're in a crowded situation, I'd be wearing a mask.
We've also seen crowds in Milwaukee, of course, and here in Phoenix for the NBA Finals that just wrapped up. The concern, of course, is that this more contagious variant could spread among those who are not vaccinated. Now to that shooting in Tucson earlier this week, the EMT shot in the head remains in critical condition. He is 20-year-old Jacob Dindinger. The second EMT injured was shot in the chest and remains in stable condition.
Jake is the person that everybody should aspire to be. He is one of the most beautiful people you could ever meet in your life.
Meantime, the community coming together to hold a vigil for the victims of Sunday's attack. Two people were found dead. One, a Good Samaritan who died trying to help his neighbor. And then a woman was found dead inside a home. Healing and support, the message of that night. I want to switch gears right now as your company finally brought employees back to the building. At the same time, are you concerned about the Delta variant? For many right now is the moment when they're talking about whether a flex schedule could be an option. Beth Shermer has a good schedule most office workers dream of.
I'm fortunate to have that kind of flexibility.
This mom is in the office 2 or 3 days a week and at home the other days.
It's nice to know that if I have the HVAC guy coming and I can stay home and I'll be in.
Johnston Brown can't comprehend working in the office 5 days a week anymore.
This new capability that we have has made it a lot easier than I think we expected it to be.
What if you're not ready to go back?
Coming back to the office, some people aren't really ready for that.
Employment attorney Kelly Myers says if you want a flex schedule, don't just ask. Email your boss with specific reasons for staying home. Explain the benefit for the company.
Come to your employer with why working from home is good for the company and good for you. Make it a win-win.
Explain why you're more productive at home.
Give your examples about how your productivity was met or exceeded working from home.
And have a plan in place for face-to-face time.
How you will address meeting with people who are in the office now.
One downside of working at home: if the majority of workers are in the office full-time, you could run the risk of being passed over for a promotion. With the potential of flash flooding, the city of Flagstaff extra cautious right now. They're getting some more protection. The National Guard heading to the area today in case we see more of this turning into, streets turning into rivers like we saw last week in a matter of minutes. The museum flood burn scar could be problematic. The National Guard will have heavy equipment there on hand. At least 78 wildfires are burning across 13 states. The biggest remains the bootleg fire in southern Oregon. It's growing about 4 miles a day. In California, the Tamarack fire has crossed state lines into Nevada. There are evacuation orders in place right now in both states.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Flash flood watches in effect today through Saturday across most of Arizona, including here in the valley, as we are tracking what could be a very active period with multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms that will increase that threat for flash flooding. Much of today is actually going to be pretty quiet for the Phoenix area. We'll start with clouds and see some clearing this afternoon. Storms get going in northern and southeast Arizona again by the afternoon and evening. Then as we head into tonight, we're going to start to see that rainfall potential increase in eastern Arizona, and as a result, that rain chance goes up in the valley with more widespread showers and thunderstorms possible overnight and through the day tomorrow. Today, a hot, humid day, a high of 105 in Phoenix, 111 at Lake Havasu, with 70s for Flagstaff, upper 80s in Payson. But by tomorrow, with rainfall expected through the day, look at that temperature down to 95 degrees, a 10-degree temperature difference from today to tomorrow. Highs in the low 90s through the weekend, hotter next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just go to abc15.com or download that free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.